It's so amazing.
The game been needing a soldier like me, and you finna find out. I've been in prison for 7 years listening to y'all garbage, but I'm out now. Parole won't stop me. Haters can't knock me. Coward won't drop me. This the dawning of a new era. The game need a resurrection, baby. If they murder me, gonna give them the medal. See, I dance with the devil, put on a pedal. Milwaukee's rebel. Even in death, my story ain't gonna still be settled. Wound to the left, I bite and scratch until there's no breath. See, I got homies that bust, thirsty to die. Martyr for my heavenly Father. Live for tomorrow, nothing in front. These cowards so-called gangsters ain't honest. Rat on their mans, clip your eyes and shaking your hands. Why take a chance? Pulling down my pants to a flipper, a buster, a stripper. Drinking damage both of my livers. What's wrong with this bitch? I'm the next Obama Hussein. Lost in the game, hunted by a life of cocaine. As the world turns, these germs get into me like burns. Enough of you words, it's time we mourn. True souls informed, urban dictators. Watching haters, threatening of greatness. Content, failing to win. Show they homage and fakeness. My life flashed before my eyes. My baby mamas cry. All my money is spent. Homies just came and went. What did it all mean? My life's a ghetto story. Warriors march and call on God. Players to my heart. When they betrayal, when all fail, open the jail. Cause we gon' pack them or die on 2 boards and 3 nails. 2 boards, 3 nails. 2 boards, 3 nails. 2 boards, 3 nails. I don't do it for money, I prove my point. They are the greatest alive, the hottest unsigned. I do this so my soldier can ride, hit and survive. Pride conquers mountains and giants. I'm standing like David, rocks on the pavement, sighting like Jason. Meditating, just too much hating, like it's contagious. Racists, politicians, invaders chasing this paper. My homie died, Glock 45, closing his eye. Voice bank, echoing why. Somebody help me, my baby mama's a lesbian, sleeping with all my boys and hate my guts, watching and plotting to set me up with handcuffs or a sucker in love, loading his slug to shower me in the shower or pillow me after hours. The venom is in a denim, so who can handle a fool who lives breaking the rules, no conscience of what he do. Sex is power, and so many die before they time. I promise you Armageddon, trying to take me from mine. My life flashed before my eyes, my baby mama's cry, all my money is spent. Homie just came and went. What did it all mean? My life's a ghetto story. Warriors march and call on God, playing to my heart. When they betrayal, when all fail, open the jail. Cause we gon' pack them or die on 2 boards and 3 nails. 2 boards, 3 nails. 2 boards, 3 nails. 2 boards, 3 nails. I'll see you in hell before I ever beg and plead for my life. Ransom my wife and poach the dice. Now I'm in the night. I sing hype that put up fights better than gangsters. And notes on broads with box cutters that'll straight up shank you. MallikiBaker, truth and sentences worse than the feds. I know some dudes who'll pick you up and cut off your head. And I got reasons I live, reasons I die, reasons I cry, reasons I sleep with a pistol, reasons I don't get high. If murder's coming to get me, here I am. Better make sure I'm not breathing if I am. Lord knows revenge is the treasure better than pleasure. Measure by how you left me. If God showed you that kept me high. Lead the day, live the day, thirst the day. I mourn the day. News go out and blast away. I ain't dead yet. I ain't gone yet. Who you know dropping like this? Who you know realer than this? My life flashed before my eyes. My baby mama's cry. All my money is spent. Homie just came and went. What did it all mean? My life's a ghetto story. Warriors march and call on God. Play it to my heart. When it's betrayal, when all fail, open the jail. Cause we gon' pack them or die on 2 boards and 3 nails. I'll be here. Man, look, I'm trying to tell y'all on some real stuff. That's one of my favorite songs. Hey, beautiful, you so sexy, girl. You know that? Y'all don't know. This is my heart right here. You were so sexy. You know that, girl? I want to show you to the world so bad. They ain't ready yet, is they? Not yet. Not yet. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, yeah, that's fire, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, listen, when I was in the streets, right, and I was, when I was in the street and I used to be hustling, doing my thing, my one guy, Ice, he had just taught me the whip up game. What I mean by the whip up game, he had just taught me how to like stretch the workout with water, just using water and a cake mixer and blender. For those of y'all who might know what that means. While I was stretching the workout, like if I could make it out of whatever I wanted. I literally can make it out of whatever I wanted by using more water than baking soda and a cake mixer. Those of y'all in the game who was in the game know exactly what I'm talking about. My music, I detail a lot of my personal experiences and things I went through in my music. Like this song I'm gonna play on the Indictment, when I was like, imagine 96 ounces of raw blended in water, then double to over. I said, imagine 36 ounces of raw blended in water, then double to over 96 within 20 hours. I'm telling you something that literally happened for real. That happened for real. I was so excited when I learned how to master the blending game. When I was in the hustling game, I was so excited about it. I was like, so I can make this out of anything I want. He was like, yeah, but you got to be careful. The more you do it, the more it take away from the product. And I'm like, but I could keep doing this. He's like, yeah, you can keep doing this. So he taught me how. The first time he did it. He bought back my 4.5. He said, how much you want this to be? I said, make it out of 6. So he made it out of 6. I was like, dang, this cold. But but he didn't know he was telling on himself too. Because then, even though I'm happy he giving me the game now, because I had made him so much money, he giving me the game now. But I'm saying to myself, like, man, dog was playing me. Now he teaching me, but I'm actually learning it. I'm saying, like, dog been playing me all this time. This is basically free. And he charging me like $900, $800. But hey, he felt I was worthy and gave it to me, gave me the game. So I'm like, happy I did it. No, he did it the first time to show me how to do it, because I'm going somewhere with this. So I was happy. He turned my 4.5 to 6. So I was happy. I was excited. Like, yeah, I got 2 extra ounces. Like, then I got that off. Then I called him for some more work. When I called him for some more work, he came over and he dropped me off to work. So he like, you know how to do it? You remember? I said, yeah. I was so excited. Like, all right, I'm gone. So I do it. But I messed it up. Because I ended up like trying to pour off some of the water that had a little oil in it. But that was actually the work itself. So I actually ended up pouring the work out, mixed up in the water. And then I got mad at him about it, like, man, this didn't come back right, man. You shorted me. Like, he like, man, I ain't short you, man. Don't do that, man. You messed up. You said, I was like, dang, I did, man. He like, I'll be over there to fix it for you. So he came and brought some more, and he showed me how to really get it right and do it. So instead of doing it in a big abundance, we did it in like small portions until I really had it down pat. Then when I had it down pat, I bought a lot. And then it was crazy because I was in that kitchen, and man, I made so much dope. I was so scared. Ooh, I was so scared. I had so much dope in that house. Hey, I was like, this crazy. So, so part of this song is it. That's why I say, if you listen to the song, I try to introduce you to Ice. Now, let me tell you what happened in that part. Now, the guy who betrayed me and snaked me. So Ice was my connect at that time. So the guy who snaked and betrayed me, you know, like I say, my mama and his mama was friends before we was even born. They was best friends before we was even born. Okay. And
You know, they was best friends. So we family. My family married into his family married into mine. But let me say this on some real stuff. So me and him were partners, right here, man, 50-50 down the middle, everything. My family even used to be mad at me because they would be like, man, you show more love to him than you do your own family. But this is my guy. Like, this is my guy. I believe my ride or die, my homie, my best friend, my everything, like, basically. You know what I'm saying? And, my baby mama and his baby mama real cool and everything, too. It's like we shared almost everything. You know what I'm saying? But I had no idea, man, that inside he really hated me. He really hated me, Like when y'all remember y'all heard my one ex come on and she was like, yeah, they were jealous of you. They wanted your spot. They always wanted your spot. But what's crazy, it wasn't a spot to have because we partners 50-50 down the middle. I never took more than him. I never made him feel small or little. But that's how the game is, man. That's why it ain't no rules to it. It ain't no rules to it at all. Loyalty means nothing in the game because it's always disloyalty, even to the ones that you loyal to. You know what I'm saying? So it's a part in the song. I said, I try to introduce him to Ice, but Ice was, he was like, I said, try to introduce you to Ike, but he was like, no, that brother looked funny. He bad money. I don't trust him for nothing. Because it was crazy because, like I say, me and him partners 50-50 down the middle. Like, and then he used to be like, why I can't never meet the connect type stuff? Like, why can't I never meet him? Cause we partner and part of that came from, I guess, him wanting to make sure that everything we was doing was actually really 50-50 down the middle, that even when I'm in private meetings with dude, he trusting that whatever we talking about, I'm bringing it back to him honestly too. So I understood to some degree what he was meaning, especially since we've been family our whole lives. So that wasn't no big deal. And plus, I didn't mind. I wanted it like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to introduce you to him, because you got to keep in mind, I was doing it by myself first. Then when he came up there, you know what I'm saying, and I bought him in my business, in my empire. I bought him in my empire. And he came with half in. I let him buy into it. So I bought him in. So we partnered 50-50, but I had already been doing the connect thing by myself. So then once we were doing it for a while, and my connect knew who he was and everything and seen him and everything, but we'd go behind closed doors and take care of business. So, he wanted to come one day in, behind closed doors to deal, when we were doing what we were doing. So I tell him, I said, okay, I'm gonna introduce you to him. So I tell my man Ice, I'm like, look, hey, I want to bring dude in with us when we, next time then Ice was like, man, I don't know, man. He said, I just rock with you, guy. I'm like, man, I've been knowing him my whole life, man. I've been knowing him my whole life. I say he's straight, he good. He say, I just want to deal with you though, man. I know he's straight, all that. I say, well, just one time then. Could you just do it for me for one time? He's like, all right, I'll do it for you one time. So then he came over. I say, come on, let's go. So we all in the room together. But then Ice looking at him then Ice just looked at me. He said, hey, I can't do this, Kai. I'm like, what you talking about? He said, right there with dude, he said, I don't trust this dude, man. He's like, it's just something about him. I just Just something about him I don't like, man. I'm like, man, this is my guy. This dude will die for me. This my man, bro. He like, well, look, you deal with him. I deal with you. You deal with him. That's how I want to keep it. But my guy had a look of like disappointment on his face, like he was shamed. He had like a scrub look on his face, like he was like a flunky type dude. But he didn't say nothing, you know. So I said, okay, bro, I can respect that. So he like walk away, you know, Ice walk away. We take care of business. Ice walk away. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like consoling him, my guy. I'm like, you good? He like, yeah, I'm good. Ain't no big deal. Yeah, I understand that. But I knew he was bothered by that, like, and that probably was like how he might have been. If you think about it, that probably hurt him from that, where he was thinking like, man, we partners, but like he the man over me, like, and we partners. But hey, what could I do? You know what I'm saying? So that's why in this song, when all that stuff had hit, when I got out, I just had to tell this story because a lot of people didn't know the story. And I was doing all that time while all these lives was out because the one who was free was trying to clear up his name. He was trying to clear up his name to make it seem like it wasn't like it was and all this. No, it didn't go like that, this and that, this and that. It didn't like this and that. And I had to tell my story. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I got out, it started out like this.
Welcome home, baby.
Maliki release. Stick the indictment right here, dude. I know you didn't want to see me out. Who gon' shut me up now? I'ma get life, baby. This how we roll. Truth back now, I'm cracking. It's time to wake up the hood. Maliki album release, all but it's all to the good. They wanna know about my story, the truth about Corey. This Armageddon and me and Ice and my partner before me. Trust me, you really don't got the ear for it. Partner is steady and don't think they make the draw for it. Imagine 36 ounces of raw blended in water, then double to over 96 within 20 hours. The block hours, but the true power come with its drama. Ain't on my mama, they gon' hate me for it. Trust me, I know it. My mother was best friends with your moms, and we played in the tub. My sister and your cuz, who were tighter than we was. I don't care about the time. I don't even care about you lying. I don't even care about you stealing. But you playing with my feelings. I named my son after you, and this is what you do, dog. You really got me twisted, and I know you somewhere listening. These cats ain't soldiers, man. I'm the reason why you have money in your pocket. I'm the reason why you even known in these streets. They didn't never be because I really did know the name. But you played me. Who fed you, dog? Who cribbed you lived in? Who the reason why you out here known, dog? That's me, dog. So I'm that brother. Maliki love you, cuz. So you made. You ain't never spent 1,000. You ain't never owned the crib. You ain't never had a whip. Ain't nobody knew you here. You never wore no bigger diamonds. Who the one that got you shining? What's the reason why you grinding? What's the reason why you lying? Talking about how you never got those people on me. See, that's only because I beat you and I enter that plea for shorter time. But what friend of mine was steal from his homie, lay with my woman, and I didn't even owe you no money. And it's funny because I loved you and I opened my home. Your heart don't even care no more for you cause it's wrong. Now the streets leave you alone because they all know the truth. And the guys that hang around you, they ain't knowing the truth. Tried to introduce you to Ice, but he was telling me like, this brother funny, he bad money, I don't trust him for nothing. But I'm like, dog, that's my man for over 25 years. Blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm the only one doing these years. I'ma tell you about betrayal. Betrayal comes from within. That's how you get close to flip the night, player. See, that's so good to me to never be you, because I really did love you, cuz, but you played my own role.
Okay, let me open y'all up a little bit to this second verse, right? So in this second verse, right, when I talk about you never got those people on me, that's only because I peep you and I enter that plea for shorter time. But what friend of mine would lay with his woman, what friend of mine would steal from his homie and lay with lay with this woman, and I didn't even owe you no money. And it's funny because I loved you, and I opened my home. Your heart don't even care no more for you because it's wrong. Now the streets leave you alone because they all know the truth. But the guys who hang around you, they ain't knowing the truth. Tried to introduce you to Ice, but he was telling me like, this brother funny, he bad money, I don't trust him for nothing. I was like, man, this my dog for over 25 years, blood, sweat, and tears. But Ice like, well, why you the only one doing them years? You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I look back on the thing, right? So that was this Dauphine lady named May, and she used to have like a smoking house. And in her smoking house, she had like a person who was connected to the police type, some informer type dude, but he was like literally on drugs, like really a drug addict. I think his name was Mark. So in the process of that, Mark would be telling May information. May come to me like, Maliki, they finna hit your one house over there at such and such. I said, which house? She said, the house over there on Lloyd. I'm like, how you know? She like, Mark let me know. I say, when? She like, I don't know when, but they finna hit that house real soon. I was like, okay, thanks for telling me. I hit him, my right-hand man. I say, hey, everything on Lloyd, move it, get it out of there right now. He like, wow, what's going on? I said, they supposed to be hitting that house soon. He's like, all right. I say, move it and take it to the other house over on such and such. He like, bet. So he did it. Well, I thought he did it. Then what happened is, he used to have a house full of girls over there. So he would be having like girls working for him that I didn't know about. I knew of the girls, but I just thought he was having sex with the girls. But he was actually having sex with the girls and had the girls like working the houses, some of the houses. So, but I didn't really know because I was handling the other part of the area we had, and he had another part, and he had the other part of the area. You get what I'm saying? But again, this basically like my city for the most part of where I'm at. And because remember, he came and moved up to the city from the suburbs. So he don't know the city like I know it. You know what I'm saying? He getting to know it and everything. You know what I'm saying? But his thing is he really heavy off into sex and strippers and all this type of stuff. So he had girls just posted up and, you know, so they end up hitting the house. Boom. I get the call from one of the girls. They just hit the house. I'm like, so? Because ain't nothing supposed to be there. Ain't nothing there. She like, what do you mean? I'm like, ain't nothing there. She like, yes, it was. They found dope in the house. I'm like, how they find dope in the house? She said, because it was dope in the house. They found dope in the ceilings. And baby socks. I'm like, who the? I said, okay, where dude at? She said, he gone. He not here. And they took Zerda to jail and they took her kids. They took Zerda, Jamaica to jail and they took their kids. I'm like, is you serious? She said, yes, I'm serious. I said, okay, let me hit dude. Hey, dude, where you at? Oh, I'm over Sunset. I say, hey, they just hit the house on Lloyd. What's going on? Oh, man. Okay. I say, no, they saying they found dope in that house and baby socks. What's going on? He like, oh, man. I'm like, oh, man, what? He like, man, I did forget it was dope in there. I'm like, how much dope is in there? He's like, oh, no, man, probably like 2.5 ounces. I'm like, you left 2.5 ounces of dope in the house, brother, and I told you that they was going to hit. They finna hit sometime. I said, you do know they took that woman kids, don't you? What were they even doing up in that house anyway? He's like, no, I just had him like cleaning up and stuff like that. I say, Mila told me she was hustling for you. He's like, no, I just leave out and just have her holding the door in case I, when I'm gone and people come and I ain't there. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm like, oh my gosh. Both these girls locked up. Ain't no telling what they telling the police. You done got their kids taken because you on some stealing, sneaking type stuff. And I'm salty because I'm like, how did I miscount 2.5 ounces? How did I miscount the 2.5 ounces when I got the inventory on something else? So how is 2.5 ounces missing from the inventory that I don't even know about? Which lets me know that it was more than that because they hit the house, found that. That's not including what was already sold or being distributed. So I'm like, man, I think dog stealing from me, man. Like, dude, stealing from me probably. So I'm nervous. I got my baby mamas and everybody calling down to the station to see what the girl's status is. See what the girl's status is. They get a bond. They both got $10,000 bonds. So I'm like, hey, go get them. Well, who name we gonna put it under? You know we can't go. I say, take the 10, put it up under such and such. Take the other 10 and put it up under such and such. Go get them out like right now. Because I need to know what went on in that house. So, no, and even before that, they sisters come over. They mad at me. Well, my sister's in jail. My sister's in jail locked up. They took the kids. Like, you got them in your house and doing. I say, hey, man, look, they ain't had nothing to do with me. He the one mess with your sister now. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I say, but I'm bonding them out, so don't worry about it. So soon they bond come, I'm getting them out. Don't even worry about it. So I bond them out. They bring them to the house once they get out, and they called and let me know that they was out. So they bring them to the house. I want to know what went on. I'm like, bring them to the crib. I need to talk to them. So I asked them, like, okay, what went on at that house? What was going on? What was y'all doing at the house? Why was it, dope found in baby socks? And that's why the kids got taken, because it was they baby socks they had dope in. Then they got to telling me certain things like, no, we were just always at the house all the time with him, and he will have us serving such and such, you know what I'm saying? And now he know how I am on this stuff. I didn't really like people serving if it wasn't me or him. If it wasn't me or him, I ain't really like people serving because I didn't want packs in the hands of a lot of people. I don't want everybody having different packs because you can't keep track of it. And anything could happen. And a lot of those properties was under my name or somebody in my family name. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like that. I made sure that I was trying to make sure that everybody else that was a part of the team would just shooters on deck and security, but not everybody hustling together. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So that's how we were breaking bread. Me and him would be doing the distributing, and everybody else was just the shooters on deck, just maintaining order and keeping, you know what I'm saying, like security. You know what I'm saying? So they telling me. So then I holler at him like, dude, like, why would you have them in there serving that? I gave you the tip that house was finna get hit. How you misplaced, how you miscount that? How you do that? And how do 2.5 ounces come not recorded in that inventory when we did the count? He's like, no, that been up there, man. I forgot. Before you told me the house, I used to just have dope and other stashes and things like that, and I forgot that stash. I'm like, you forgot that stash? He's like, yeah. I have dope in different places. I'm like, that's stupid. Why would you have dope in different places over the house to help the police them more easier to find something? If you're gonna have it, put it in one place. You're gonna put it in different places like you hiding eggs where they can find anything easily. So me and him just talking about that, but I really ain't mad at him like that. I just thought he did a foolish mistake. But he was having sex with the girl, so he looking at him as being like his chick. So I can't really trip that bad because them his chicks. You know what I'm saying? Them his chicks who he having sex with, and he figures since he's screwing them and he be looking out for them, they gonna hustle for him. Okay, I get that. I get that. But they had their kids and stuff over there and everything, you know? So I'm like, all right, bro. We just bond them out for 10 racks a piece, though. Ain't no telling what they told them people, plus their kids took it, man. They gonna try to make them talk in order to get their kids back. He like, no, I got it. I got it, man. I got it. Don't even worry about it. I got it. That's on me. That's on me. I'ma fix this. That's what he said, you know? And yeah, I let him fix what he do. You know what I'm saying? But all along, come to find out, he was stealing. You know what I'm saying? He was stealing, and I didn't notice it because he knew how to stretch the dope too. So even if we was making inventory, he'd be going back, double backing on the inventory, stretching the workout. He'll be stretching the workout and making it out of extra and giving me one count while he had a different count. Stretching the work and basically putting the extra cut on the work. That's what he was doing. So that's what happened on that part right there. Then we get to this part.
No, man, 25 years. We eating at the same table. And this what you do to me, man. We even got the same family. You tell me, Jane Nicole, love you, cuz. Dummy, done did it, what it do it for? We ain't cut from the same cloth, yeah, you knew it, bro. Conniving and backstabbing, on a low sack grabbing. Rather be spit, real spit, though it's coming at you. Like the body snatcher, let the shotty grab you. Fat bastard, loyalty is a concept. Honor is a privilege, something that you ain't earned yet. Hard to understand why you ain't been burned yet. Guess it ain't your turn yet. 24 like that, 10 toes right back. Getting like click clack. Corey, did you get that? On site, split that. Leave from the state, but on site, I'ma get that. Never knew what love's about. She done brought them plugs out. Screaming you a thug. I put blood in a thug's mouth. Spit out and try again. You ain't never been a friend. I'ma get.
Okay, now that guy on that verse right there, that's one of the homies that was a part of the family and everything, who was there while everything was happening and going down, you know what I'm saying, who actually bear witness to everything that took place. And that's why he on the song and actually saying his part of what happened. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the security and one of the drivers. He was one of the drivers and one of the security. One of the reasons, again, I could talk about all this because this is what I went to prison behind. I already did my time behind this. I already went to prison behind this. The cops already aware that this was my operations and everything that I did, so I can talk about it. Okay, so there's one of the homies that was there involved in the situation. And this is him telling, just testifying to everything I'm saying. That's why I put him on the song as a witness to the family and the team, because everybody know. Okay, so now where he come in at, the same girl, one of the girls who was in that house, he got a baby by her. And he was there from the whole thing. So now when he come on the scene, he come up from Chicago. So when he come in, he come on deck. I plug him in, you know, because he wanted a brother from Chicago. So I plug him in, I bring him a part of the team, and he a shooter. So I put him on deck as a driver and one of the shooters. You know what I'm saying? And them two got to hanging with each other real close. So he became his personal driver. He became his personal driver and shooter. Okay. So, and my cousin was my like personal driver and shooter also. So he had his personal shooter and driver. I had my personal shooter and driver. But we all family, we all team and everything. So the guy who rapping that part who just said that, so he ended up getting on heroin real bad. He ended up getting on heroin real bad. He had a heroin addiction where he'd be tooting that heroin. And sometimes he would get paranoid, you know what I'm saying? So he would be real trigger happy, you know. So I had to talk to him and holler at him on some stuff because he had got into it with one of the other brothers. Matter of fact, he got into it with Chance. Dolo cousin, player Chance. He got into it with Chance. Him and Chance got into it over a female. And he was talking about like he wanted to kill Chance type stuff. But Chance, you know, at that time, Chance wasn't really heavy into guns. Chance wasn't really heavy into guns. Chance was a fighter. Like Chance will whoop you. Chance wasn't with the pistols. Chance will whoop you with his hands type stuff. And he knew Chance was a fighter. So he didn't want to fight Chance. He wanted to shoot Chance. So I had to come and intervene, like get in the thing, you know what I'm saying? In the middle of it, like, hey, you know, what's going on? Such and such, such and such. And well, what's going on? Chance heated. Like, he already know what's up type stuff. Then he like, hey, I'm telling you, Joe, such and such. I'm like, okay, well, look, we can't have neither one of that. We ain't having neither one of that. This family, the mob, the team, such and such. So the people like, well, you got to at least let them square up. They got to at least fight. Because if they don't fight, then it ain't gonna be over with. But what's crazy, I don't want my team and my family going that route. Even though it sounds good. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna let them do that. No, neither one of y'all just squash it right now, end it, simple as that. Then Chance like, God, it's not gonna end until we fight, bro. You got to let us fight. But I'm saying to myself, like, this gonna go beyond fighting. That sound good, but this stuff leads and go beyond fighting. So then the other brother who on the song, he like, yeah, you got to let us fight. We got to fight and get it off our chest. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna be letting y'all both fight. I'm sorry. Y'all ain't gonna convince me. Y'all not gonna persuade me. It's not gonna happen, so just squash it. Then everybody else in the family like, no, God, you gotta let them both fight. So everybody against me. But they not gonna do nothing until I get an okay. So I look at my right-hand man. I'm like, you agree to this? He like, yeah. Yeah, they have to. I said, okay. What y'all want to do with that? Y'all want to do it in one of the houses? They're like, no, we're going to do it out in the field. I say, okay, so y'all want to do it out in the open so everybody can see how dysfunctional we is? Like, no, it ain't gonna be like that. We got our security, what we do, we gonna do that. I say, okay. Okay, look, this is what we're gonna do. I want security from front to back on the thing. Y'all got the whole field to yourself, you know. No stomping, no kicking, no stomping, just straight boxing. No kicking, no stomping, just straight boxing. Simple as that. So Chance and I'm like, all right, let's go. Man, I'm so nervous and because I love them both. You know, this my family. This is my team, my squad. This is my family, so I love them both. You know what I'm saying? But everybody voting against me, like, even them two. But I'm going by my wisdom, like, this not gonna end right. So I say, come on. So we all go outside in the field. We got security set up everywhere. Cause we got actually other people that's rivalry around the neighborhoods type stuff. Now, I ain't gonna say rivalries because they knew better, but we still know who certain haters was type, but they wouldn't really try with us. So they started fighting from the field to the streets. From the field to the streets. Nobody could gather around in a circle. No, they got all spaces they want. So everybody just, they got all as much space as they want. So other guys and things like that who know we about what we doing, they like come down there. They coming down because they could see the fight happening and the neighborhood talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So people coming from all around like, oh, Maliki and they guys and them fighting and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So all these people coming, rivalries, I'm not gonna say rivalries. I'm just gonna say because they wasn't coming at us, but we knew. We knew. But they coming down there and they trying to like close in a circle like and talking like, oh man, whoop his butt type stuff. And I'm like, I'm like, hey, man, you dudes better get from up off this block. You know what I'm saying? This family business, and had the security them, saying, like, hey, move these clowns around, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's people coming from like all directions. You know what I'm saying? Why they fighting and stuff. So Chance ended up winning the fight. Dude said he had enough. Chance ended up winning the fight. They showed love. They showed love to each other and, went and dapped it up, showed love to each other. I'm still salty because I know it ain't over like that. You know what I'm saying? And dude who on the song, like I say, he wasn't a fighter like Chance. He's a shooter. Okay, Chance is a good fighter. So I'm looking at Chance like, and it's crazy because I'm disappointed Chance won. Not because I wanted him to lose, but I didn't want him whooping the shooter. Like, you can't whoop the shooter, man. I'm sorry. You can't whoop the shooter, man. Because then what happens is, now the shooter, show you why he a shooter. And that's what I was trying not to get involved with, not to let happen. You know what I'm saying? I said, man. I say, bro, I'm mad at you. He like, why? I say, man, bro, you can't whoop the shooter, fam. I said, what, you wanted him to whoop me? I'm like, no, I didn't even want it to happen, man, but it just looked bad, man. I say, but here. He said, what? I say, here. I gave him a pistol. I say, here, man, you're gonna have to keep that from now on. He like, nah, I don't. I say, hey, you got to keep this from now on, brother. You just whooped the shooter, man. That dude is a shooter. That dude is a real shooter. He can't fight as good as you, but he is a man, and dude got pride, man, and he got a history of shooting people. And you just whooped him, man, in front of the squad. You're going to have to keep this, bro. I ain't going to really be around like that. Look, and you got to keep in mind, Champ was my #1 artist on my label. Chance was my #1 artist on my label, so he was different. I really didn't want Chance involved in none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. I didn't want Chance involved with none of that stuff. Chance was like basically the superstar of the label. Chance was the superstar of the label. You get what I'm saying? But his name wasn't really Chance. It was Player Chance. That was his name. It was Player Chance. Because, you know, all the girls liked him. You know what I'm saying? And he stayed fitted all the time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he was just real suave, very talented, funny. So, you know, women liked him. You know what I'm saying? So I tell him, like, you got to keep this, bro, because he's a shooter. Then, you know, that's another story, though. Then it got to this verse.
I ain't even wanna meet her, but you brought that woman to me. She was working with them people. Then they hit me with 16 and they kicked you with 3. You can justify to your lip bust, but we all know what's up. Then certain kids got taken, cause you throw from your pocket. They hit the spot and they found dope and 2 baby socks. And I'm not threatened by none, more afraid of no guns. I'm more petrified than scrutinized than you bumping your gums. Cause when you talk, the police come like where you know this man from and where you get this show from. I tell you what I know, son. Play I'm talking against them, but they living a lie. See, I sacrifice and I testify to the soul of my life. Put the hood on it, cause everybody snitching the coffin to the pen or to the coffin, like the evidence missing. You told secrets nobody knew that I mentioned to you. Your affidavit, 200 pages of places and faces. Milwaukee full of these cowards, and I bet you 1,000. They bad mouthing and pointing. Now with a fugitive wanted, I don't go to clubs or lay with tricks. I'm through being friends. In the end, I won't be in the slammer, cocking this hammer. I don't rap, I speak the truth. This is the new order. I'ma get life. No more reforms, no more racism, no more fakes. It'll never be you on the real. I really did. So they X you out, dog. But you know me. You can't even name one girl that I ain't hook you up with, dog. Everything you ever had came from me. I'm the one who let you know the truth. It'll never be you. Because I really did love you, cuz. I'm the man, you cowards. Everybody know who you is. Everybody know your name now, Mr. Corey. This is what you do, dog. This is what you made me, dog. This is what I released to the street to become, dog. Everybody know what's going down in Milwaukee to Chicago. You can't hide from this.
Didn't I tell you it's coming back?
The world gon' know you player, all because of me, and I did it again. I'ma get it right.
I'ma get it for life.
I'ma have to murder ya.
I'ma get it for life.
I'ma have to murder ya.
I'ma get it for life.
I'ma have to murder ya.
I'ma get it for life.
Okay, now that girl that's actually singing on the hook, the girl that's actually singing on the hook is the girl that actually got her kids taken. See, I had people in the song that was actually involved. You know what I'm saying? To actually even validate the validity of the song. You know what I'm saying? Of the song. That girl that's singing is actually Zerda, who got her kids taken, that's in the song behind that situation that happened when it all went down. That's actually her singing a hook. You know what I'm saying? And when I say when I was in that prison, and it was crazy, because when I was in that prison, boy, I'm telling you, my heart was just, I was enraged. I was infuriated. You know what I'm saying? Like, the betrayal was real. You know, the betrayal was real. And when they found out, like, I was gone, when they found out I was gone, and I got all that time, it's like they just got to betraying, just showing they disloyalty. And I'm saying to myself, like, I don't even really care no more, man. That's when I started transitioning. Because I had got to the breaking point where I just didn't care no more. I was frustrated and mad at myself. I was saying like, dog, look at me. I'm back in prison again. I'm back in prison again. I felt terrible. I felt real bad. I was embarrassed of myself. Like, I can't believe I'm literally back in here. And the crazy thing is, I ain't got nobody to blame but myself. And I'm like, I get a call for a visit. It's my girl at the visiting. So I picked the phone up in the visiting thing behind in the glass. She got this look on her face. And she say to me, she like, so you been having sex with such and such? And such and such and such and such? I'm like, who told you that? She said, it don't matter who told me, Maliki. You been having sex with them? And you used to have them over my head, laughing in my face. I'm sitting here riding in cars with these girls, and all along you was having sex with them. They in my house, sitting on my couch. Sometimes would even spend the night at my house, and all along you was having sex with them like that, over my head like that. I'm like, who told you that? Where you get that from? She like, just answer the question, Maliki. Is it true? I say, why you asking me that? I'm sitting here fighting for my life to get out here. She like, Maliki, answer the question. That's the least you could do. All the stuff you ever did, you still ain't deserving enough to tell me this? Is it true? Then tears start falling from my eyes. And at this time, I was like, I was converting. Like God had been working with me, dealing with me. And I'm looking her in the face, tears falling from my eyes. And I know I can't tell her because I believe I need her. I need her now more than ever. And she the mother of my children. And I'm believing like I can't tell her this because I need her. And I know if I agree to this and say yes, I'm not going to see her again. And even if I do see her again, it'll never be the same. She will never again look at me the same. And I'm saying to myself, I say I need to lie. Because even if I tell her this, she's not going to be strong enough to deal with this in my absence. In order for me to tell her something like this, I have to be there to at least console her, to help her through it, to give her strength. I can't agree to this while I'm locked up behind these bars. And she looked at me in my eyes. And she said, you know, your silence is enough. She said, I would have did anything for you. She said, what is it about me that you don't like, Maliki? What is it about me that you don't like? That you actually don't see me for who I am. I remember this conversation like it wasn't nothing. I said, you're beautiful. I said, it has nothing to do with you, but it has everything to do with me. I say, look, I don't got it all together. I'm just a street dude that come from the streets, and that's all I know. I never meant to hurt you. I don't got all things together. I was trying to figure life out. I don't know. I don't know how to be a father when I never have been a father. I never had a father. I don't know how to be a husband to you when I never seen a husband. I don't know how to love without hurting somebody. And I tried to tell, I said, and that's why God is changing my life, because I'm understanding that's who I need. She said, I don't want to hear that God stuff, Malachi. She didn't want to hear it. So just like I didn't know God and didn't understand him, she didn't either. And he was the furthest thing from her mind. And she want me to just give her the okay to walk away by admitting my guilt of messing around with other women. And I was afraid because I was scared of losing her at a time where I was vulnerable and needed her the most. And I knew her walking away meant my family was walking away too. And I'm so confused. I go right back to the same thing I said. Who told you that? Who told you this? She rose up, looked at me one more time. She placed her hand on the glass and she walked away while I'm still holding the phone like, hey, come back. Come back. I still stood there just holding the phone, man, while she was gone, hoping that she would just turn back around and come back. And she didn't come back. I stayed in there until the officer came and told me, like, Mr. Baker, your visit is over. I put the phone down. I walked back to my cell, man, and I was sitting in my bed, and it seemed like I just heard God calling me, like, speaking in my heart, like, is this the life you want? This what you really want? You happy here? It's like I could just hear him so loud, even though it was silent at the same time. It was just so loud, but it was silent at the same time. Like you left your family, the woman you love is no longer in your corner. All those friends you were taking care of, providing for, willing to risk your freedom and life for, nowhere to be found. You happy here? This the life you want to live. Are you willing to listen now? It's like I was hearing that in my spirit, like sitting on my bed, just looking like, man, I had just got sentenced to death row. And then I got up and went and called her on the phone. She wouldn't answer my calls. Called on the phone again. She wouldn't answer my call. She came and seen me one last time. They said, Mr. Baker, you got a visit. I came up to the visiting room. It was her and my son. At this time, he was like 3 or 4 years old, 3 or 4. And she was sitting down, and he was like standing beside her, but he was looking at the glass like get him out. She said to me, she said, your son want to talk to you. I said, put him on the phone. She was like, here, Maliki. And he put the phone away. She said, here, you was asking for your daddy here. And he put the phone away, but he's still looking at me through the glass like I betrayed him, like I lied to him. Like everything I ever told him was a lie. Then I told her, I said, so how he doing? She said, I don't know. I said, what you mean? You don't know? She said, well, he pee in the bed now. I said, he pee in the bed now? She's like, yeah, he pee in the bed now. He didn't used to pee in the bed, but since he been gone, he been peeing in the bed now. I said, wow. She said, not only that, she said, I went to go pick him up from school. And when I picked him up from school, the teacher was like, you have a smart son. I was like, oh, how so? She said, the teacher said, well, I was asking all the children, what did they all want for Christmas? And all the children was telling me what they wanted for Christmas. And when I got to your son, I said, what do you want for Christmas, Maliki? And he said, all I want for Christmas is that nobody goes to jail again. She said, I just thought that was so thoughtful and so heartfelt for him to say that. And his mother was like, and when she said that, I knew she didn't know what he meant. And I just started crying right in front of her. And she was like, what's wrong with you? What is wrong? What's going on? And I just took his hand like nothing. And we walked away. She told me, she said, you hurt this family. And I warned you over and over again when you was in them streets. Leave these niggas alone. Leave this stuff alone. But you don't want to listen. She said, I have to tell your son every day you'll be home, knowing you're not coming home. Do you know how torturing that is to explain to a 3-year-old that they father not coming home? He don't know what a week is. He don't know what a month is. He don't know what a year is. He think you coming through that door every day. He think you coming through that door every day. Do you know how torturing that is for a child who's attached to his father, believing you coming through that door every day? Because he don't know what an hour is, what a minutes is. And I never thought about that. That was very torturing for him. When you're used to seeing me every day and now I'm not no more. And that's when God really, really, really sealed the deal. Then I said, put him on the phone one more time. Let me just speak to him. She said, here, Maliki, your dad want to talk to you. All while she talking to me, he looking at me in the glass like this. No emotion, no nothing, just looking like, what is going on in there? Like, why can't you get out of that glass? I said, Maliki, grab the phone. Grab the phone, son. And he just laid his head on his mother's shoulder and was just looking at me like, and wouldn't pick up the phone. I said, hey. I said, I love you to her. I said, I love you. I really do, and I'm sorry. If I hurt you in any type of way, I apologize. I'm sorry. She said, I got to go, Maliki. She got up. She hung up the phone. She grabbed my son by his hand. She began to walk away while I'm still sitting there holding the phone. And my son looking back won't take his eyes off me all the way until I couldn't see them no more. While she was pulling his arm, he was just looking back like, and I went back to my cell again. Sat on my bed. I said, God, I don't know who you is, but I know you're real. I know you're true. I ran from you my whole life. Tired of running. Tired of running. I'm not afraid no more. Not afraid no more. Show me who you is. If you love me like you say you love me, I'm not going to call you God. I'm not going to call you Allah. I'm not going to call you Jesus. But if you care for me, show me who you is. And I went to sleep that night. I believe it was that night, but it wasn't too far. If it wasn't that night, it was somewhere close to that night. It was real soon because he answered my prayer. I woke up in this forest and I saw this little black sheep. I saw this little black sheep. And when I saw this little black sheep, it was like standing. Like it wasn't standing, it was just in the field. It drew my attention because it was all black and little. I was like, that's a black sheep. I'm used to seeing sheeps all white. Say, oh, this is a black sheep. It's so different and it's little. And I wanted to grab it. And you know, in your dreams, you conscious. So I'm conscious in my dream. Everything I want to say, I say. Everything I want to do, I do. So I said, I'm finna go reach out and grab this thing. So I walk up on the little sheep. I'm trying to walk up on it real calmly and peacefully so it won't see that I'm some type of threat. And when I reached out to the sheep, it took off running. But it was little. So I said, oh, I'm finna get him. So I ran chasing behind it. Then they got to lead me further and further and further deep into the forest. Till the longer I ran, the more dark it got to closing in, getting. Till I started feeling the tension of it. I said, hold on, wait. I said, wait. I'm scared. I don't know where this thing taking me, but I'm lost now. Which direction was I? And when I stopped and started to go back, the sheep noticed I was afraid. Well, the sheep stood on his 2 feet like a man when he saw I was scared and was walking away. And when he stood on his 2 feet, no, he seen I was scared. He looked, I looked, and I'm walking back. Then as he began to stand on his feet, then all these other animals started coming out from nowhere, surrounding him, like behind him, like he was some type of leader or something. And then as I'm turning away, walking away, I look back and I see this. And I stop, like, because I noticed what's going on? Something. What's going on here? Like some Alice in Wonderland type stuff. And it's like I knew this was like a divine intervention finna take place. And when I saw the sheep stand on his feet like a man, he looking at me like the way my son was, like behind that glass. And then I began to walk up to him and I asked him, I said, do you know who God is? And the sheep said to me, say, yes, I know who God is. I said, can you hear his voice? He said, yes, I can hear his voice. He said, I hear it right now. I said, why can't I hear it? He said, because you're a sinner and y'all sinned against God. I said, what's his name? And the sheep said, to you, his name is Jehovah. Because that's the English word for Yahweh. He said, Jehovah. I said, Jehovah? He said, yes, Jesus. Jehovah Jesus. I said, and I woke up like, what just happened? I say, that just talked to me. And I snuck, then I went out, snuck into the day room area where they had all these books, and I saw a Bible over there. And I noticed that people look at you differently when you got the Bible. So I grabbed the Bible and I snuffed it. I like cuffed it when nobody wasn't really looking and took it back to my room. And I began reading. Then I got to the book of Exodus, I believe, chapter 3. But God identified himself as being no other than Jehovah. Jehovah Jesus. And I was remembered by that dream where he told me who he was. And ever since, it was over. It was over. 20 years later, I'm still praising Jehovah Jesus. And I'm happy. I'm so at peace. I'm so free. I'm so at peace. No matter what goes on in my life, no matter what trial, tribulation, no matter what I hear, I'm just so at peace, man, now. You know? My eternal soul is secure. All these years, man. All these years I wasted my life all the people I could have saved, changed, helped. But glory to God, man, that he put me in a position, man, to make a difference now. And I remember I told God when I was in prison, I said, Lord, so you were so good to me. I said, when I was out on the streets, I heard a lot of people, a lot. See, I heard a lot of people, Lord. And I brought a lot of people to the devil. I brought a lot of people to the devil. And brought a lot of people to their graves. Lord, my prayer to you is this. Now, since I know who you is, just as I used to work for the devil and brought a lot of people to him, I pray that you use me to bring a lot of people to you, God, even more. That was my prayer. Then he opened up this social media world to me, brought me here to this community, and he answered my prayers. And now when I be talking to people and sharing my testimony and we laugh together, man. Sometimes we even cry together. I've met so many people all over the world that show me love and support. And I'm like, look at God. And getting bigger and bigger and bigger by the day. And I find myself now talking about God, and when I'm done talking about him, I can go back and look at the views, and it's 700, 800, 900, 1,000, sometimes 1,500, sometimes 2,000. It fluctuates. But I'm like, wow, I just shared the word of God with 800 people, 1,000 people, 1,500 people, 2,000 people. God is good. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all, man. I really do. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all, man. I don't know what y'all going through in y'all personal life. I don't know what y'all been through. I do know this. You can't go wrong with Christ. You can't. You can't. If you think you're strong now, when you come to Christ, you even stronger. You even stronger. He just makes everything better. Your thinking better. Your strength is enhanced. Your body's more healthier. It's like everything around you starts to change. It's like it has to. The power is real and it's true. You know? Oh no, man. How y'all doing out there though, man? How y'all doing out there? I really appreciate my people, man. I was thinking about y'all. I wasn't gonna even go live today, man. I was thinking about y'all. I said, man, let me talk to my people, man. See how my people doing, man. Check on y'all. I be having to check in on y'all. I'm so familiar with y'all, man. I'm familiar with so many of y'all, man. You know what my dream is? This is my dream. And God is so good to me. I know he gonna make this come to pass. Whether we in heaven like this or whether we on earth like this, he gonna make it come to pass. So many of y'all that's on here, I'm so used to. I could see y'all names and be like, they're my people. And I wish that I could be in a place financially where we all could be at a table like Thanksgiving coming up and just laughing in person, eating, drinking, just happy, living a blessed life. You know, it's like I'm attached to y'all. Like, You know what I'm saying? I find myself being attached to y'all. Well, it matters to me. And that's why my phone is on. And I give y'all do y'all know y'all have y'all private number when it comes to contacting me? That 414-235-6760 number, that's y'all personal number to call me. Check up on me sometime to see how I'm doing. To text me here and there, you know. I look forward to them things like that because I'm so used to giving. I'm so used to giving and helping out others. And sometimes I just be needing to hear that myself sometimes. Sometimes I need to hear, you know, keep your head up, brother. Be strong. Even though I am, but I get weak sometimes. Sometimes it hit me. That's why it's good to have your brothers and sisters, man. You know? I need to hear that sometime. I think we all do. We all need to hear sometimes that we got support, that we got love, that people actually care. Because you never know what a person going through, man. You never know. Whether you're a man or whether you're a woman, you just never know. You know? And when I cut on the camera and I go live and I be seeing like some of y'all, I be like, they're my people, man. Like I really feel like I got a bond with y'all. On some of y'all don't feel the same way. Y'all don't feel like in some type of way we got like a bond together. Y'all don't see that? Like, it's like sometimes when I'm not live and I'm doing other things in my life, I like think about y'all. Sometimes I don't even be feeling like going live, but I be knowing sometimes this where we meet. This where we meet. And if not me, for y'all even talk to each other sometimes. Who grow bonds with each other even in the comments. The power of this social media. It could be good, it could get bad. It depends on who's behind it and what a person using it for. You know? I don't know if is he talking about me or is he talking about Crucial? Oh, he talking about Crucial, yeah. Yeah, Crucial sometimes can be reckless though, man. Excuse me. Harlem said he texted me. Harlem said he texted me, but you didn't text me up under Harlem. You got to say you Harlem, brother. You can't just text. Your number 9 times out of 10 probably ain't registered in my phone. So if you text me, you got to let me know you Harlem. You just can't text me and say, yeah, brother. I got to know who you with, bro. Like, say your name. Say your name. Say your name. You gotta say your name. Is you talking about me or you talking about Crucial? Who should do their favorite Battle Truth blog? That's hard, bro. It ain't no, is it really a such thing as a favorite Battle Truth blog? I believe whatever Battle Truth blog somebody come up with, there's another one better than that. I really believe that. Bro, Master Smack cannot be your favorite Battle Truth blog. Matter of fact, I ain't saying it. Come on, let's watch a Master Smack. I'm going to the Patreon. I ain't seen the Master Smack in so long. I'm going to go to Patreon. Let's see a Master Smack. Let me go here in the Patreon. A Master Smack. They don't pay. I ain't seen a Master Smack in so long. Let me see. Let me see a Master Smack. Oh, is Master Smack better than the ARPs? I don't know if Master Smack funnier than ARPs. I don't know. I don't know if the let me see. Let me see. Pop. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I'm finna see. I really need to see it. Somebody texting me. Okay, let me see. Let me see. I ain't seen a Master Smack in so long. I need to do something. I need to find my stuff. Oh, we ain't doing that no more. Let me get out of here. I just want to know, was it really love? Was it really worth it? Let me see. Let me see. See. Ooh, wait. I'm about due for a couple Master Smacks. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm about due for a couple Master Smacks. Where we at? I ain't did none of them in so long. Let me just see. Man. Dang. I gotta find my Master Smack stuff too, man. I'm talking about love, broke promises, what we really meant. We could have been talking about love. Love don't lie, love don't cheat, love not weak, love don't hurt, love put forth, love is worth fighting for. I just want to know, was it really love? Was it really worth it? Why you had to hurt me? Why would you deceive me? Should have never let you use me. Lady, I'm sitting around here knowing I was your fool, paying everything you wanted me just use. Such a shame how you do someone you say you love, look at what love came to. Okay, let me see. Ooh wee. Woo, there's so many blogs up in this Patreon. This thing is loaded. Man. This thing is loaded. I didn't know I had that many videos on here. I really didn't know I had that many videos on here. Man, there's over 300 something videos on here. That's crazy. This thing is loaded. And people on here who actually saw every last one. Let me see, man. Such a shame how you do someone you This thing taking too long. Okay, let me see if I could do it this way. Shouts out to you, K-Cell. Thank you for the donation. Let me go YouTube route. See if I can find them on there. See. Let me see. Love, look at what love came to. Girl, I'm live, man. Why you always wait till I get live to get the screaming and opening your mouth, man? Okay. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Let's go to the birth. Let's go to the birth of Master Smack. Let's go to the birth of Master Smack. This was the birth of Master Smack. Let's see how that started out. This was the birth of Master Smack.
I put you on one of my cards, you choking and vomiting in my battles, young man. It wasn't my fault, Uncle Smack. Yeah, who fault was it? You think See, the difference is they my battles, young man. It wasn't my fault, Uncle Smack. Then who fault was it? I ain't trying to. I'm not gonna play with none of these PG. You heard me? You heard me? And I'm finna be like the top tier. Every last one of them top tier disrespected me on stage. Every last one. You can't name that one top tier that ain't never disrespected me at one of my shows. You heard me? Put you on one of my cards. You choking and vomiting in my battles, young man. Then who fault was it? You think it's a game? You think it's a joke, son? Hold him down, these fellas. Play with me. I ain't playing with you. You gonna do right on that card. You gonna do what I say. You gonna sign the contract. You gonna do what I say. You gonna give a few little dollars and you gonna first to the URL. You hear me? You hear me, son? Don't play with me. Get him up out of here, B. Give him some cookies or something, Norps. Play with these young rookies. You understand what I'm saying? You heard me? We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Your boy Smitty to that. Not gonna play with none of these PG. You heard me? You heard me? And I'm finna be like the top tier. Every last one of them top tier disrespected me on stage. Every last one. You can't name that one top tier that ain't never disrespected me at one of my shows. You heard me? After all the things I did for them, put them on my stage, put money in their pockets, and come on my stage and disrespect me. Nah, we ain't having that. We not gonna do that. We not gonna do that. Nunu, give me one of them Sorellos, you hear, man? These young guys, man, they gonna learn how to respect me. You heard me? You heard me? I'm not gonna play these games with none of these young boys. You understand what I'm saying? They gonna sign these contracts, get a few little dollars, stay on this league. No, you're not going nowhere. Where you think you're going? Don't play with me. I'll put it right back on you, son. You heard me? I'm not playing these games no more, man. It's a new era for Smack. All my young gunnies, man, you gonna do what I say, when I say, how I say. I don't wanna hear no lips. We getting rid of all the top tiers now. I got all the young gunners in the game now, you heard me? They ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I will block your battles. If it's not the URL, nothing else don't matter. I will block your battles. You won't have none. We're not scared of y'all. What? I'm on the G stuff. You understand what I'm saying? You heard me? You see how these new young gunners rap now? Don't none of them disrespect me on stage. Not one. You can't name one that ever disrespected me on stage. But I bet you this, I bet you can't name a top tier that disrespected me. There has never been a top tier that ain't disrespected me. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. But these new gunners, see, the difference is they rap for me. They don't rap for you. They don't rap for the people. They rap for me. They do what I say, when I say, how I say, when I want to do it. They don't rap for the people like the top tier. They rap for the people. And that's why they didn't care about putting me out there, disrespecting me. So I brought in a new league of young guys. And these young boys gonna do what I say, when I say. And it don't cost much. A few cookies there, 2 liter soda there, bag of chips here, new Michael Jordan sneakers, and a pair of True Religion jeans. We good. You heard me? We good, son. These top tiers want everything. They want their rent paid, like gas bill paid, car note paid, tricking off money with their girlfriend. They want their blunt money. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. You heard these? Then what taking so long with the blunt? What taking so long with the cigaretto? You know why we keep her around, folks. I know why we keep her around. Yeah, but this what's going down, man. Put some respect on my name. You gonna respect my name. Uncle Smack. Every last one of these shorties. I'm not playing. You know how you get on my card? You know how you get on this card? You gonna pick my toes. That's how you get on this card. First one of you young boys pick my toes. You get on the card. You wanna get on the card? Shovel my snow. That's how you get on the card now. You shovel my snow or you pick my toe. That's how you get on the card now. You want a video? You want a music video? Featuring Rain? Huh? You want a music video featuring Rain? Tim Rookie said no. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, huh? No, not Rain. But if you want a music video, hook up my stereo. Whoever hooks up my stereo in my car, you get a music video. That's what we doing now. You get nothing for free anymore. Nothing for free anymore. Now if anybody want to go on the URL stage, you're going to have to make and pay your way. You're going to have to make and pay your way. I don't care. You want to go to King of the Dollar UW? We not doing that. We not doing that. Hold up. Hold up. We not doing that. We not doing that. You only stand on the URL. You gonna do as I say. That's how you got all the rookies now. You can't do something without his permission. Man, how you live with that beard? This thing irritating.
Don't forget the asset tracking system.
Got it.
Sure, it's my first day as an IT manager, but thanks to the hands-on learning and technical skills I gained while earning my degree, it doesn't feel like it.
Be ready day one. Purdue University.
Man, what's wrong with this brother, man? Man, you see how you got some rookies, man? Them rookies can't do nothing without that brother, man. They be on stage when they be rapping, man, they act like they gonna get whoopings or something. They be rapping and look at him saying that they doing good and stuff. And he got like, he be like, oh, okay. Did you see Chad when he was going against Av? He looked sad, man, like he messed up or something. Like in Menace to Society when Kane was in interrogation. 8, 90, 2,000,005, 2,000,000.5, yeah, 2.5, baby. Yeah, my precious, my precious, my precious. Oh, yeah, precious, yeah, you are. Yes, you are, daddy, baby, yeah. Talk about this strike. This thing going. Hey, this thing going. Shit, this thing going. Yeah. What it do? It's your man Smitty. What it do, man? It's your boy Smitty. Let's talk about this strike thing, man. Which reminds me, get the pay-per-view. Order the pay-per-view right now. All of you. Order the pay-per-view right now. The strike 2.5. 2.5, baby. Yeah, what these guys think they are? Talking about. Let them see the numbers. Let them see the paperwork. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Know what I'm saying? Well, I show you my paperwork for? I don't even let the police see my paperwork. You think I'm gonna let a battle rapper see my paperwork? Now, when you sign your contract, that's what you agreed upon. You don't like the money coming in for me, then you want to try to think you want to renegotiate your contract. No, you got what you got. You got what you got. You agree with what you got, so don't worry about what I got. You heard me? Now, we ain't going to do that. We ain't doing that. I look out for these guys. See, there's a lot of things they don't tell you. I look out for these guys. There's a lot of things they don't tell you. You heard me? When they're in jail, I buy them out. When they loan their rent, I pay their rent. When they're into it with their baby mothers and getting kicked out on the street, don't have nothing to eat. Who's there for them? I'm there for them. There's a lot they don't tell you. But they want to make me look like the bad guy because I know how to save. I know how to invest good. So what? I might go to the strip club and make it rain on a couple of trannies or something. So what? So what? Who hasn't done that? Come on now. None of y'all have. So you going to tell me I'm the only one ever done that? Nobody never did that before. I'm the only one ever did that? Yeah, right. Tell me about it. Come on now. Instead of watching everything I do, you need to be taking care of your own business. Now, when you look back at everything I've done and where I bought this thing from, nobody believed in me when I first wanted to do this. You heard me? Know what I'm saying? Nobody. But yet, I made it happen. I accomplished the impossible. Now, people that want to go all on the Angry Fan radio show, try to get my team to go against me. Who are you? Who are you? Who's you? Who's you? You sit all up under Nick Cannon, listen to Mariah Carey albums, then you want to try to come to battle rap and think you Tupac or Kevin Gates? Man, get out of here. You love Michelle. You're a Michelle listener. We the real gangsters. Make no mistake about it. You rap this. I live this. You have no idea of the thing. Boy, do you know if I actually really wanted to go there? Get ugly for you. Yeah, people ask me, why did I let Bees run up on Hitman? Why did you do that? Why did you send Bees to go holler at him? I just wanted to remind him of who I am. You heard me? Know what I'm saying? I just wanted to remind him of who I am. Because sometimes they forget and you have to remind them and go upside their head. Now, everybody want to know how I feel about the strike. What strike? I had no idea it was even going on. What strike? How long did it last? I mean, what? You know all the dirt I got on these guys? I wish one of them would try to come on a strike with me. All the trick offing that's been going on, that's what they're not telling you. That's what they're not telling you. When I be sending them deposits, you know how many green card girls they done tricked off with? I gotta get mine any way I can. I don't care how it happened. Don't worry about look, do you know how many green card girls them guys trick off with? You know how many people that went to the hospital and got shots? Got shots behind that? Talking about they need more money. You need more money? Why? Why? You're not even good with the little I give you. Why would I give you more when you can't even take care of the little I give you? Hell. If I wanted to give my money to drug dealers, I'd just buy it myself. You want to smoke your weed, you want to pop your roller, you want a styrofoam and ashtray, you wear it to somebody's lap. Do it on your own dime. You're not going to do it on mine. I tell you that, buddy. I don't care. You get what you get. You signed up for it. Now don't complain and cry about it now. You been knew what I was about. You agreed to this. Nothing was kept a secret from none of you guys. None of you guys. You're free to leave and go and do whatever you want to do. Wait. Let me take that back. Now I'm saying, nah, you can't go anywhere. Look, I got a contract to say I own you. You do what I tell you to do. That's how this is going to happen. You sign it, you're into it's over. After it's over, you can go anywhere you want. But until it's over, you stay right here with me, what I tell you to do. Now, T-Top, let me tell you something. I don't really know what to say to you personally. I'm definitely not surprised at the way you move. You understand what I'm saying? If you can't control your appetite, you definitely can't control your future and career life, because you're not going to live that long. If you're going to eat your way into a garbage, then at the same time, hold on a second, I'm sorry. Just trying to see what's going on here. You can't eat your way into a garbage, then sit back and think you're going to be living a healthy, successful career. At the end of the day, this is the thing I want to let you know. You be a good boy. You be a good boy. Do what you're told and everything go just fine with you. You heard me? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? You're a good boy. You do everything you're supposed to do. I'm going to tell you something. Everything go right with you. I take care of you, don't I? When I take care of you. Now, you ask for a couple extra $100, I came through for you, right? It's nothing. You got to have a couple extra $100. You can go out to the restaurant. You can get clothing. That's what you want to do. However, I don't be in your business. Don't be in my business. Now, I would say this. I was disappointed in a few of you guys. laughing all in my face when all along you want to take my place. Sometimes, I told Beasley this. Sometimes you just gotta lay the smack down. Can I just be honest and keep it real with you? I learned a lot from Suge Knight. Those guys were in order. Those guys were in order when he was out. When he was out, those guys was in order. And I ain't going nowhere. So I must demand and keep and maintain order. On the URL stage, you heard me? Now I'm saying, we ain't gonna do that. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. So what if I got 2.5 million? So what? What you gonna do about it? Nothing. You already saw what happened when you tried. Nothing. What you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nothing. Just like I thought. So why even open your mouth? Why even say something? Why even open your mouth? Why even say something? It didn't work. It didn't happen. Guess what? They still up under my feet. They still up under my feet. Look, I know how this works. I know how this works. If I wanted problems, I would book guys that's used to money. If I wanted problems, I would have booked guys that's used to money. I'm booking the guys that don't know nothing about money. So if you don't know nothing about money, you won't be concerned about money now, would you? You see how that happened? You see how that worked? There's game for you right here. Now, I was a little concerned for a minute. I was a little bit concerned when the hitman got to opening his mouth. See, when you try to put hope into somebody to get them to believe in themselves, now you're stepping on my toes. We don't sell hope over here, buddy. We don't sell hope over here, buddy. The only thing you better hope is that I give you a card. You better hope I might hit your hand. You better hope I remember you. That's the only thing hope that coming on over here. When you're trying to get somebody hope to believe in themselves, their dreams and bars and their career, to try to get them to rally up under achieving something to go against me, that's where you're wrong at. That's where you're wrong at. You met Beasley, right? You met Beasley, right? Yeah. The karate lesson definitely going to pay off. I bet he won't try it again. I bet he won't try it again. I bet you that much. Shouts out to Disaster, by the way. Shouts out to Disaster. Well, I bet he won't try it again. Yeah. Now, at the end of the day, the thing I want you to know is this. Not going anywhere. So everybody that's always trying to say something crazy about us, as you can see, it never works. It never works. I ain't paying nobody nothing. I'm not paying them nothing. You get what you get, and that's all you get, period. Take your picnic basket, take your sweet shirt, take your couple $100. Don't quit your day job. Make smart investments. But thinking you're going to get any one of my money, my dime, my dollars, not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And ARP, let me tell you something. Who you think you are? You think you bad guy? Do you think you bad guy? You, congratulations on reaching your first $1 million battle. It took you long enough. I think 1,000 shots you would have accidentally got it somehow. Congratulations. Now he booked Jay Mills. You ain't got money like that. You ain't got money like that. Keep trying to keep up with me. You're going to end up broke. Keep thinking you're going to keep up with me and do the moves I do. You're going to end up broke in more than one way. Broke in your pockets and broke when you're walking. Broke in your pockets and broke when you're walking. I've been wanting to break you up, buddy. You know that already. I've been waiting to break you up. Now ask Lawrence about that. Did he tell you? Did he tell you? I've been waiting to get my hand on you, buddy. You keep on. New York, big city of dreams. We'll run across each other. Not gonna be good for you. Try to book all the battles to try to make me look bad. Like you got it like that. Yeah. Then you supposed to just hit the biggest battle ever for pay-per-view. So you might do got a little money now, huh? You might do got a little money, huh? That only means I got to come see you now. That only means I really had to come see you now. You don't want that, buddy, do you? You don't want that, buddy, do you? Now I'm saying, nah, he don't want that. Nah, he don't want that. Rare breed entertainment. Right. You never get the respect we get. You still at the bottom of the totem pole. You can book whatever battle you want. You 7 years behind, buddy. So while you steady trying to scratch and claw to get in deep waters, you ain't even coming above my shoulder. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what you know what? I'm not gonna even tell you what I'm gonna do. You're just gonna know it. You better hope I don't see you. You better hope I don't see you. You better hope I don't see you. With that being said, it's your boy Smitty to that. T-Top. Listen. I don't trust you. I already know you're tight. I know you're tight. You don't care about yourself. Can't care about nobody else. I don't even trust you. You got shut up money. You get that? Just shut up. Here, take a few dollars and shut up. Shut up. I know Paul. They're talking about he been on the street selling packs. Talking about, if I made money, I would not be out here selling packs. If I was out here getting the right money, Smack's supposed to be paying me, I wouldn't be out here selling packs, hustling in the streets, making any money. You've been rapping for me for 5 years. You still on the 8 ball? You still got 8 ball money? You're not a hustler. You're not a hustler. You're a gluttoner. You're a gluttoner. You're not a hustler. You're a gluttoner. Let's get you just glutton yourself. But I thank you for selling out the brotherhood and bringing all my runaways back to me. Let's fix you this time. Since I know the type of guy you are, I'm gonna fix you this time, buddy. You can bet that. Make no mistake about it. And you battle truth. And you battle truth. To be honest, I like watching you. I like you. Sometimes you get on my nerves, but I understand that. From one player to another, I understand it. You can't stop nothing I do anyway, so it don't even matter. You just talk. Anytime you want to entertain, at the end of the day, I'm entertained. I'm gonna do you a favor though. I'm gonna copy your little styrofoam and ashtray tomorrow. I kind of like the rhythm. I like the beat fire, the hook fire. You know, the melody nice. You're very entertaining and talented. You should have took me up on my offer too. You should have took me up on my offer. I would have. You would have been skyrocketing by now. You would have been skyrocketing by now. Easily surpassed Jay Black. Come on, man. Why do you think I said somebody call you? I know what you got. I know what you do. I know what talent you got. I don't think you're a smart businessman at all, though. You don't have to like me, but why would you let an opportunity like that go by you? We probably wouldn't get along anyway. You think you're a tough guy also. There only can be one ball next. What do you do, man? It's your boy Smitty to that. Got an announcement to make. John and Hollow the Don don't look like it's looking too good for Summer Madness 8. want to apologize to all the people who behalf of them. Now, I know a lot of you were looking forward to seeing this battle. So was I. That's why I put it together, you know? You hear me? It ain't looking too good for him, you know? I told John, look, I saw it before, you know? I saw all this stuff in him before. I didn't want to believe it when I was told this stuff at first, like somebody in my circle, real close buddy of mine, reliable source, told me, like, you know, John be kicking them females, right? What do you mean kicking them? Like, he kick them, he stump females. Like, what do you mean he stump females? You mean like he cherry kick? Like, yeah. He crazy about them females. You know, he mixed. You know, I mean, when he got that psychological thing going on with him, you know? You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Where he mixed with a lot of things, and I think mentally wise messed him up. I mean, when the last time you saw a black man with sandy hair and freckles on his face? A black man with freckles on his face? Nah, something ain't right. But yeah, an inside source, a buddy of mine told me about that. Like, you know, John needs some talking to. I mean, you trick off with the females, and then want to wife them. I mean, we all out of town. You know, when you out of town, sometimes you just want to do things when you out of town with people, and you want to just have some type of memory of what you did when you was out of town. He really tried to go with the chaperones and try to go with the strippers. Real relationship, like real. I'm like, John, you know you can't have them, right? Like, what do you mean I can't have them? I mean, they live here, they can't go with us. I mean, we're going back home. Like, well, why can't they go? Well, first of all, it's not enough room. We came here 5 deep. I mean, where they going to sit? He replied to me and say, put them in the trunk. Put them in the trunk? I mean, what are you on? I mean, are you thinking right? That's kidnap. Putting them in the trunk. I mean, you put somebody in the trunk, ain't that kidnapping? You gonna tell me, no, it ain't kidnapping because it's consensual. Well, I don't know about you, but what woman consensual wants to sit in the trunk? Want to sit in the trunk on an Atlanta ride back to New York? What woman would want to do that? The only way it's consensual is if a gun is pointed on her. You're gonna reply to me and say, you got a gun, don't you? Of course I got a gun. You know I got a gun. He said she ain't gonna have no problem riding in the trunk. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. I mean, I don't want nothing to do with that. I want no parts to that type of stuff. You know? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't trust them light-skinned guys. I mean, they real sentimental. They real emotional. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't take this in the wrong way if you're light-skinned. But from what I learned in my life, a lot of them light-skinned guys are like really emotional. Female, woman-like. They be rough on those females, rough. fight them and bite them and scratch them. Crazy. Obsessive, don't want to talk to nobody, going nowhere, try to keep them away from their mothers and family. No, I tell you. I mean, I've been around. I've seen this a whole lot. And I don't think he's no different. I don't think he's no different. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It ain't right. It ain't right. Look, I'm like this. This is the type of guy I am. If I deal with a woman and I got the interest, then I don't need to be around you. If I got to put my hand on you, I don't need to be around you. Simple as that. That's how I rock. That's how I roll. And if I dish it out, I damn sure enough can take it. Now, if I'm out there doing my thing, and she's my woman, and then I come back and find out she's cheating and I did my thing, charge it to the game. Charge it to the game. Simple as that, you heard me? Now what I'm saying? I just charge it to the game. Simple as that. If I was at home, it wouldn't have been happening. She can only cheat and do the things she do as if I'm not handling the business I'm supposed to be doing as a man at home. In order to lay with somebody, she has to meet them. And if she got time to meet them, greet them, go out there and treat them, where was I at doing all this time? I mean, it is what it is. A lot of these guys, mama's boys, a lot of these guys.
BuckWholesale.com offers the best selection of hats.
But I know a lot of these guys, mama's boys, they've been raised with all these females, and they act just like them. They catch temper tantrums. They get obsessive with these girls. And they'll kill them. Some of these guys will kill them and then pow, off themselves. Kill themselves too. You kill a woman, you kill yourself. I don't get it. I'm just glad I'm not built that way. I'm so happy I'm not built that way. Maybe the brother get out and change to do something. I don't know. I mean, brothers need to get it together. Now you're locked up all in jail, looking all bad. Same girl you tried to beat up to keep her away from the man, now she's free with the man. Same girl you choked and bust her face open to try to keep her away from the man. Now she got all the freedom and time she needs to be with the man because she knows exactly where you at. So while you're locked up in jail, guess what? I'm getting sucked off. That's when your man getting sucked off. You're in jail on a hard steel iron bed with a mattress this thick, crying. You messed up your money, you messed up my bet, you messed up your league. Come on, man, come on. See, everybody can't be a boss like me. Y'all see how I roll? Do you see how I do? I have my little drinkity drink. You know what I'm saying? I have my little drinkity drink at hand. Plenty girls on stage, plenty guys. You don't see me getting caught up in them cameras, and they wish they could do half the things I do. I don't let it bother me. I live my life, I try not to be attached. I don't want to be attached to nothing that can cause me to lose my life for freedom. If I can't walk away from it just like that, I don't want nothing to do with it. You heard me? Now I'm saying? That's real talk. That's just real talk. I wish I would fight and shoot over a girl, beat a girl up. I ain't gonna beat girl up there and lay with her. I don't play that. Bust a girl wide open. Hitting the girl like a man, busting the girl wide open. Then you want to lay down beside her and kiss her. Who does that? I don't do that type of stuff. Then fall asleep and fake, believing that everything is all right. Are you crazy? You know how many men dead because of that type of stuff? Been poisoned by women because of that type of stuff? Been stabbed by women, that type of stuff? Nah, I don't do that. I ain't doing that. Now, don't get me wrong. I done had to hit a woman or two. I done done that. Yep, I done done that. I think any man at some point have done that in his life, especially if you've been in a relationship long enough and you done dealt with some of these women, emotional in their feelings, and some of them crazy about you. They don't just let you walk away so easy. They don't just let you walk away so easy. Especially if you laying it down like I do. When I lay it down, I put it down. I can walk away easy, but she ain't so easy to let me walk away like that. Throw something, hit you in the head, curse you out, call your names, disrespect you, spit on you, punch you, tell your stuff, try to fight you, snatch your beard. Oh, I didn't do that. I had to get a couple of them off me. But once I got out of there, oh, it's over. Don't call my phone, block your number. And once those people get involved, once those people get involved, you know what I'm saying? You heard me? All bets are off. I let that be known out the gate. I let that be known out the gate. I let women know out the gate when I first see them start talking to them. Look, let me tell you something. Don't get attached. Because I live the life of a bachelor. Don't get attached. I got other girls and friends I deal with. So let me know what it's going to be before we go any further. If she agree to that, then hey, it is what it is. But even that don't work. Once you get they get off into their feelings, the things they agreed to in the beginning, they not so want to continue that agreement. I know a lot of fellas locked up in prison behind beating them women and hitting them women, shooting them women, stabbing them, all this. A lot of them light-skinned. A lot of them light-skinned guys. I'm trying to tell you. Those light-skinned guys are crazy. When it comes to them women.
The best RPG on PC.
They'll on the woman quick. They ain't too quick to fight brothers though. But on the woman, quick. So I don't know what to say about John. Tried to warn him. But he looking foolish now. Think about it. He's sitting there in jail. Probably gonna do some time. And the same woman you beat up because you were jealous and mad over. What do you think she's doing while you're locked up, buddy? What do you think she's doing while you're locked up, buddy? I'll tell you what she's doing. I'm on my way over there as soon as I get done with this vlog. That's what she's doing. Hey, don't bring no girl around me. Act Puff Daddy. Don't bring the girl around me. Act Puff Daddy. I'm just keeping it real. With that being said, Hollow the Don and John the Don is not going down. Summer Madness 8. John is locked up. And I'm on my way over to his girlfriend's house to see what's up with her face. Whatever. Don't hate. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. I'm the one they call when you done pissed them off. I'm the one the women call when you done pissed them off. That's who I am. Baby, I want to do all the things a man won't do. I'll do them for you. Baby, I want to do all the things a man won't do. I'll do them for you. Let's make a movie. Daddy and Marigold. Every night at this drug here. Let's make a movie. I make a movie with him. You never get to say I raped you. I got off. You never get to say I raped you. Who you want to see? Who you want to see? You want to see Tangy? You want to see Lulu? You want to see Angel? You want to see Bunny? You want to see Vixen? You want to see Cassie in the truck? That's another. Never get to send me to jail. I record all mine. And this your boy snitted to that. Too long. Too much battle truth.
Wait, that was, oh my gosh, that was funny. Oh man, I forgot about that. That was crazy. Wait. Oh wow. That was crazy. Wow. Ooh. Did I do that? That was funny. That ending right there. Wait. Wait, that was funny. I got to play that part again. I'm sorry. That part was funny as ever.
Let's make a movie. I make a movie with him. You never get to say I raped you. I got off. You never get to say I raped you. Who you want to see? Who you want to see? You want to see Tangy? You want to see Lulu? You want to see Angel? You want to see Bunny? You want to see Vixen? You want to see Cassie in the truck? That's another one. You never get to send me to jail. I record all mine.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even know I did that. I didn't even know I did that. Wow. That was funny. I need to make oh wow. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Dang, I didn't know I did that. I didn't know I ended that like that. That was classic. That was classic. They say if they want, that was classic. That ended right there. That was classic. Dang. I ain't know I did that. That was crazy. Wow. I said, which movie you want to see? Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah. That was hilarious. Ooh, excuse me.